The moment you hear the name Ferrari, your mind doesn't go to practicality. It goes to speed, emotion, and engines that feel alive. So when Ferrari decided to build something taller, wider, and more versatile, the world stopped and stared. This is the 2026 Ferrari Purosangue, a machine that refuses to be called an SUV and instead introduces itself as something entirely new. From the first glance, the Purosangue doesn't follow the rules. There's no bulky stance, no boxy silhouette, no traditional SUV posture. Instead, you get flowing lines, sculpted muscle, and proportions that scream Ferrari from every angle. The long hood stretches forward like a grand tourer. The rear haunches sit wide and confident, and the roofline slopes just enough to remind you this is still a performance-first machine. Even standing still, it looks like it wants to move. Ferrari engineered the Purosangue around balance and beauty rather than trends. The doors open wide, including rear-hinged back doors that create a dramatic, almost theatrical entry. Step inside, and you realize this isn't Ferrari trying to be practical. This is Ferrari redefining luxury on its own terms. The cabin feels intimate yet refined. Carbon fiber, aluminum, premium leather, and subtle stitching surround you without excess. There's no oversized central screen demanding attention. Instead, everything feels driver-focused, minimal, and purposeful. The steering wheel is packed with controls, placing the car's personality right in your hands. Even the passenger gets their own display, reinforcing that this Ferrari is meant to be shared, not compromised. Unlike traditional SUVs, every seat in the Purosangue is individual. 4 full-sized seats, each sculpted and supportive, with space that feels surprisingly generous. Rear passengers aren't an afterthought here. They're treated to luxury, comfort, and the unmistakable feeling that they're riding in something extraordinary. Now let's talk about the soul of the Purosangue, the engine. Ferrari stayed true to its heritage, resisting the industry's shift toward downsized power. Under that long hood sits a naturally aspirated V12, a rarity in today's automotive world. This engine doesn't just produce power, it delivers emotion. The sound builds as revs climb, sharp and mechanical, evolving into a scream that reminds you why Ferrari engines are legendary. Acceleration is immediate, smooth, and relentless. Despite its size, the Purosangue moves with the urgency of a sports car. The throttle response feels alive, almost telepathic, and the power delivery is so refined that speed arrives faster than your senses expect. This is not brute force, it's precision. Ferrari's engineering. Magic truly reveals itself in the way the Purosangue handles. Advanced suspension technology actively manages body movement, keeping the car flat through corners while maintaining ride comfort. You don't feel the weight shift like you would in an SUV. Instead, the Purosangue stays planted, confident and composed even when pushed hard. Steering is razor-sharp, providing feedback that feels rare in modern vehicles. Every turn of the wheel feels intentional. You're not guiding a large luxury vehicle, you're commanding a Ferrari that happens to offer more space and versatility. On everyday roads, the Purosangue surprises you with its refinement. It glides over imperfections, remains quiet when cruising, and adapts seamlessly to relaxed driving. Switch driving modes, and the car transforms instantly, tightening its responses and awakening its aggressive personality. It feels like 2 cars in one, a luxury cruiser and a high-performance machine without ever losing its identity. What makes the 2026 Purosangue truly special isn't just what it does, but what it represents. Ferrari didn't chase market trends or competitors. They didn't try to out-SUV the SUV segment. Instead, they built a Ferrari first, then gave it space for 4 and room for real-world use. This is a vehicle for those who refuse to choose between passion and practicality, for drivers who want the sound, the speed, and the soul of a Ferrari, but also want comfort, presence, and versatility. It's not about replacing a supercar. It's about expanding what a Ferrari can be. The Purosangue doesn't try to convince you. It doesn't explain itself. It simply exists, confidently breaking expectations. And once you experience it, you understand why Ferrari insists it stands in a category of its own. This isn't Ferrari's version of an SUV. This is Ferrari, redefining what performance, luxury can be in 2026. A bold statement, a technical masterpiece, and a reminder that when Ferrari does something new, the world listens. Welcome to the Purosangue, Ferrari's pure blood, evolved.